CBS's FBI is the most watched news show on television, and it was just renewed for a second season. The drama follows a group of FBI agents as they hunt down criminals in New York City. Here's a clip.
What is it?
You kicked in Robert Burke's door.
You're damn right we did.
Based on what?
DNA.
DNA from a letter left with a doorman. There's no chain of custody. We can't legally prove the DNA actually belongs to Burke. You can surveil or detain or execute a search warrant. No-knock searches are off limits.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
I'm conveying the position of the mayor. And you know how he does business.
Got it.
It's a bunch of crap, huh?
A lot of eyes on this one, so we have to proceed with caution and check all the boxes.
Yeah. Tell that to the parents of Shy Girl 1990.
Yeah.
Now we are joined by actor Jeremy Sisto. He plays Jubal Valentine on the show. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
What's going on?
You know, just staying dry. Right?
I know, it's crazy. We're not supposed to be raining this afternoon, but it's still raining. We're in for a lot of crazy weather. So congratulations, season 2.
Yeah.
Renewed, right?
Yeah.
You and I spent some time at the 92nd Street Y with the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
And Dick Wolf, and that was really cool. Talking about how the show, the genesis of the show, and the approach that you're taking to storytelling. So let's break down.
Can I will say something about that? Is we talked about Adam Driver in there. We're talking about actors that were impressive. And I was like, that guy really impressed me. And I must have used the word weird at one point. It came off as weird in the headline the next day, at least on my Google alert, because I have one. So Jeremy Sisto said Adam Driver is weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's not what I said.
No, that wasn't what you said at all.
I had to retweet saying that I meant that in a good way.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about on Law & Order, your previous show, how there have been so many people who've guest starred on the show who've gone on to be like huge stars.
Yeah.
Just I think working for Dick Wolf is seen for a lot of people in Hollywood as a step to bigger and brighter things.
He's the birthing canal of a lot of great actors. That's right. Yeah, and this show is probably the same.
Is your IFB bothering you? You can pull it out because
it's all right. I like it, but it's a little too small for my ear. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to keep doing it.
You got to get a custom one like mine.
That's right. I do this in the show a lot though, because I always have a little earpiece in, so I'll just use it.
Yeah. So now you know what it's really like.
This is a real one.
This is a real
actually
one.
Works. Ours is just a piece of plastic.
No, yeah, this is the real deal. So tomorrow night's episode, which is kind of interesting, it involves the murder of an American diplomat. Without giving too much away, break that down for us in the next episode.
Well, I think what happens for my character is something that is difficult for an agent, is when somebody involved in the crime or somewhere in the mix is somebody that is you have your own personal allegiances to. My character is an AA and somebody who he mentors or he's the sponsor of. Is mixed up in this case. And so it's the first time you really get to see Jubal, my character, have to deal with those crossing allegiances, and it makes for kind of a complex situation emotionally for these guys.
One of the things that I think has gotten the internet crazed is your pencil. The hashtag Jeremy's pencil is like trends every time the show is on, and even when it's not on. And so explain that to our audience. If you're living under a rock and you're not watching FBI, what is Jeremy's pencil?
Well, I've always been a props guy. I always liked to. There's my pencil. Yeah, I have a little sort of a creepy look in my eye there. I don't know what my motivation is with a pencil in that.
This is great. Look at this.
That's right. He's finally made it.
Does he have his own sharpener?
We're all proud. And I try not to let him get too sharp.
Right.
Second year maybe. He's very cocky though. The first year show.
That's great. Well, people love to see because the pencil's always in whenever you're on the air or whenever you're on the screen, you see the pencil.
Well, he's a guy. My character is somebody who has to conduct a whole lot of people. There's a lot of different organizations, and the thing about the FBI is that's why they're so good at their job, is they're connected to so many different organizations and people around the city and around the country and around the world that they can really tap into. And so as a conductor of it, I thought a pencil would be good just to be able to do this. I had no idea it would take on a life of its own.
I know. The internet picks up on the weirdest things.
It's what makes I'm going to do a side business I'm thinking about coming out with pencils.
So, man, you've had such an interesting career. It's been such a fascinating career. I don't know if you know this. I think I could be, like, my producers will have to fact check me, but I could swear that it's the 20th anniversary of Clueless.
It might be. I think that was a couple of years ago. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
I can't remember. But that's when I remember first seeing you in Clueless, obviously, because everybody everybody. I love that movie. Everybody loves that movie. But 23 years, I'm being told, in the control room. 23 years since Clueless came out. I interviewed Amy Heckerling. What was your experience like working with her and the rest of the cast?
It was good. You know, it was that was like one of my first studio movies. I don't know.
I saw you as Jesus too once. When was that?
That was a few years after that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was a happy Jesus.
Right.
I was
you were very loving and happy.
I was loving. That was the pitch. The producer's like, listen, all these Jesuses,
they're dark.
They're creepy. Who's going to follow this guy around? He's like, we want a Jesus that you party with. And so I was like, I can do that. And we partied in Morocco. We had a great time. Satan was hot.
That was a good movie. It was like a made-for-TV, I think, right?
It was, yeah. I think we were up for a best Emmy for best. It was actually one of our producers just passed, Russell Kagan. That's sad, but no, that was an amazing time.
And Clueless,
Clueless. I was actually out of the country when it came out, doing a movie called White Squall, and so I didn't even really. I wasn't around for the release of it. But I guess with movies like that become a generational hit, especially with kids and a sort of. You're not really around for it. It just sort of happens in homes all around the world when parents have to sit around and watch that movie 55,000 times while the kids are watching it. And then 10 years later, I started to notice it out in the clubs and stuff.
Right.
Like,
so funny.
Kids are out there like, oh my God, you were on my TV screen throughout my entire childhood.
That's right.
For me, it was Judd Nelson. And then,
of course. Me too. I'm that generation. Breakfast Club. And all those films. But also 6 Feet Under, dude. I mean, that's the thing, right? I think your fan base is like it spans generations because you were like when we were, I was in college. That movie came out, Clueless, and then I started watching you at 6 Feet Under, which was one of the greatest shows on television. And now FBI.
Yeah, and Law and Order was
Law and Order, of course.
Very different demographics, and I always say that I profile people when they come up to me when they recognize me. I can see right away. I'm like, which one it is, and I start to guess because they're all very different demographics. But I've been very lucky to. And then I did a comedy a few years ago called Suburgatory, which was kind of in the Clueless realm. So I've been very fortunate to kind of be able to jump around and have people not tag me as one thing, which is useful as an actor for sure. Yeah, we're happy to have you at the CBS family. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying. Really good to see you again. You can watch, of course, Jeremy Sisto and FBI tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central.